Today we're going to learn how to sketch the graph of this form, which is a factorized form. Now the first thing you need to understand is that since this is already factorized, we can get some of the salient points, which is, like for instance, we have the x-intercepts. Now how do we get the x-intercept? Very simple. X-intercept means that your y is equals to 0. So in other words, you have, okay, replace the y with 0, solving for x. Now since this is negative, if we divide both sides by -1, it doesn't quite matter, so you'll be able to have it as x minus 2 equals to 0, or x plus 4 equals to 0, and you have x equals to 2 or x equals to -4. Now what this means will be these are the two coordinates where the curve will actually pass through. So this coordinate will be 2, 0, and this coordinate will be -4, 0. Since these are the 2 points where it passes through, we will also be able to get the line of symmetry from these two values because it will be symmetrical, it will be in the center. Alright, so what we do have is that we can have the line of symmetry. Since it's in the middle of these two, we are going to add these two numbers up and divide by 2. So that will give us -1. So this line here, -1, will be where our line of symmetry would be. From the line of symmetry, this is also where the minimum point will be if it is a minimum graph, or this is where the maximum point will be if this is a maximum graph. Now since this is a negative outside here, this will be a maximum graph, which is a frown. I can actually draw it down here so that we know that this is going to be the shape that we're going to want later on. So since x is equal to -1 is where our line of symmetry is, we can actually find out what is the corresponding y value. So we can actually put down when x equals to -1, y is equals to -1 minus 2, -1 plus 4. And this will give us -3 and +3. And this will give us 9. So this will be our coordinate of the turning point, which is -1, 9. So I'm going to write down here TP for turning point. The last thing that we need will be the y-intercept. So y-intercept would be when my x is equals to 0. So when x equals to 0, we can replace it in the original equation here. So this is what we will have. Y is equals to 0 minus 2, 0 plus 4. This will give us +8. So the coordinate for the y-intercept will be 0, 8. Now once we have all these important points, we can actually get out our graph. So you have, this is the y-axis, and this is the x-axis. So let's look for the important points that we have. We have 2 and -4. So we have 2 and -4. So these are the two x-intercepts that we have. And we also have the line of symmetry, which is -1. So -1 will probably be somewhere around here, and I'm going to use a dotted line to show that this is the line of symmetry, and this is x equals to -1. And our turning point was at -1 and 9. So y9 may be somewhere around there, so this will be our turning point. And we also know that the y-intercept is 0, 8. So this is where 8 is. So these are the 4 points in which the curve will have to pass through, and this is what we can do to get out the shape. And this is the equation. Y equals to -x minus 2, x plus 4.